An ultralight aircraft is a lightweight, motorized flying machine that looks like a hang glider. Hang gliding inspired the invention of ultralights back in the late 1970s. The idea was to create a slow but affordable method of motorized flight, subject to minimal aerospace regulations. They're called ultralights or microlights. This made-in-France two-seater model weighs about 485 pounds. To be classified as an ultralight by the International Air Sports Federation, takeoff weight can't exceed 990 pounds, and minimum speed can't surpass 40 miles per hour. The wing surface, called the sail, is made of a sturdy polyester-based material treated with a special coating that protects it from the sun's ultraviolet rays. They unroll different colors of this fabric onto a cutting table marked with patterns for the 4 separate sail sections. They staple the fabrics to the table to hold them steady while tracing the patterns. Once they finish tracing, they cut out the pieces, then connect them with double-sided adhesive tape to position them correctly for sewing. They reinforce select areas with adhesive-backed polyester mesh fabric. Then a sewer stitches the pieces together with high-strength, UV-resistant thread. In this first stage of the sewing process, they stitch together a quarter of the sail at a time. In the second stage of sewing, they sew together the top and under surfaces of each side. Then, in the final stage, they stitch the right and left together. In another part of the factory, the body of the aircraft begins taking shape. It's called the trike because it sits on 3 wheels like a tricycle. They build it in sections, welding together several stainless steel tubes. After the sections receive a baked-on coat of paint, workers assemble them to each other around the fuel tank. The 17-gallon tank is made of lightweight polypropylene, a type of plastic that's UV-resistant and impact-resistant. Once the trike is fully assembled, they mount the 3 small wheels, similar to those on motorized scooters. Next, they bolt a 100-horsepower gasoline engine, similar to a full-size motorcycle engine, to the back of the trike. On the front of the trike, they install pedals for propelling the craft on the ground, and a motorcycle-style plastic console with windshield. The console houses the instrumentation panel. They mount the radiator in the center of the trike, cover it with foam and fabric, then install a pair of upholstered seats for pilot and passenger. Then they protect the engine with a plastic housing. They mount an aluminum and carbon fiber propeller on the shaft of the gearbox connected to the engine. Now for the wing. Its main structure is made up of hinged aluminum tubes which fold for transport. Aluminum is lightweight and rust-proof, which is essential for flight. They slip the sail over the tubing, then unfold the wing. Thin aluminum tubes provide crosswise structural support. A system of cables keeps the wing in the open position. Another system of cables, called the corset, manipulates the billowing of the sail. This enables the pilot to alter the aerodynamics to increase or reduce speed. Under the wing, they install the A-frame, the ultralight steering mechanism. The pilot manipulates the A-frame with a horizontal bar, changing the trike's body position under the wing. The last step is to bolt the front of the trike to the wing and hook up the safety backup cables. The pilot steers the ultralight by weight shifting with the A-frame bar, tilting the trike toward the front to descend, to the right to veer right, and so on. Typical cruising speed is around 75 miles per hour. With an open cockpit, air temperature and oxygen levels limit how high an ultralight aircraft can fly. Maximum altitude is about 3,300 feet. High enough for a thrill ride, yet still low enough for a spectacular view.